Go ahead, do it, see what happens. So I did, because I was not gonna let bossy third grader Kyle Schubert tell me what I could or could not do, because I was not some scared little first grader. So yeah, I pulled the fire alarm, and the entire school had to go fire drill mode, single file, go out to the parking lot, and as soon as they figured out there was no real fire and we were all safe, I had to walk down to the principal's office and tell Sister Vianney it was me. And that was the day that I started my journey of being on a first-name basis with every nun and every priest at Our Lady of Presentation Catholic School in Sacramento, California. My name's Jordanna Sadri, and I'm one of the pastors here at North Coast at our Vista campus. I spent kindergarten through 8th grade wearing a itchy uniform with a white collared shirt, hanging out at a Catholic school with the same 36 kids until we graduated from 8th grade. I learned a ton about God. In fact, I got in quite a bit of a trouble asking questions about God. I remember in junior high, one of my punishments, the go-to, was to go back to the end of the rows of desks in our classroom and copy pages out of the Bible. That would keep me from talking and disrupting the class. Well, freshman year of high school came and I ended up at a public high school knowing zero friends and made friends with a couple of gals. One of them, her dad happened to be a pastor. And our sophomore year, at the beginning of the year, she invited us to go to a concert. And of course I said yes, because concerts are fun. Well, Pastor Frank loaded up the church van with a bunch of us and we went to an audio adrenaline concert. This is October 1993. And at that concert was where I heard for the very first time, not that Jesus was just the Son of God, but that Jesus loved me, that he loved me just the way that I was, and he also liked me and wanted to be my friend and have a relationship with me. That absolutely blew my mind. Now, I didn't jump on board right away because I was a little bit of a skeptic, but Pastor Frank gave me my first Bible that I received as a gift and not as a punishment, and he encouraged me to read through the book of Matthew. I can still feel the way the carpet felt on my knees where I knelt in my bedroom after reading the book of Matthew about 5 times and saying, Jesus, if you are who you say you are in this book, if you did all of these things, I want to be on your team. I want to live for you. I want to be a person who serves others, who tells them about you, and I don't know what that's going to look like. I can't imagine it really being all that easy, but I am in. Well, one of my favorite 2 verses in the Bible are what we refer to as the Great Commission, Matthew 28, 19 and 20, where Jesus says to the disciples at the end of his ministry, after he's died on the cross, shown himself to them and is really leaving them, he says, therefore go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, teaching them everything that I have commanded of you. And he doesn't stop there. He says, I will be with you till the very end of the age. Now, this is just a little piece of my story, and we have been spending time sharing our stories and encouraging you to share yours as well. This morning, where is it that you think God is wanting you to fulfill the Great Commission, to go and make disciples of all nations? It might be at your workplace, it might be at your school with your roommate, it might be in a very unexpected place, and God might actually take you to the nations. In fact, part of my story is that I've been able to travel to 30 different countries serving and sharing about the love of Jesus, and what a thrill. I mean, in 1993, I had no idea that's where God would take me. Do you need to be reminded today that Jesus is with you? We're not doing this alone. So I'm going to now play the role of not bossy third grader, but bossy pastor and tell you, go ahead, just do it. See what happens. Live for Jesus. Live out the Great Commission that he has commanded us to live out and see what happens. Trust him. He is with you to the very end of the age. I mean, if you do, what do you got to lose? What a story that would be. Have a great day, friends.